Hello viewers, my name is Pam Odell and this is the Odell Report. We're here today on the basketball court of the Pickens County Community Rec Center, and we're talking with two gentlemen that are determined to build a Boys and Girls Club Center in Pickens County, Georgia. We're here today with John Malden, who is president of the board and a volunteer and founding member of the Boys Club, Mr. Don Russell. Hello, gentlemen. Thank you for meeting with me today.
Thank you.
We want to talk about this center because it is a very important center. Would you give us a little bit of background on yourselves first and how you became involved with the Boys and Girls Club and why you value the Boys and Girls Club?
I appreciate the opportunity. My background is military. I was a project manager with the Army for many years. I retired about 19 years ago. The Lord led my wife and I to Pickens County for something needed to be done. I had skills. I also was fortunate in some ways. I grew up in Appalachia without much, no money. So when I came here, I got involved in several things, and soon I noticed kids that reminded me of me 60 or 70 years ago. They didn't have hope, no expectation. You could see they were searching. Many of them didn't have the home life, didn't have the ability to support what they wanted to do. That's when we started thinking about what do we need. And through a local meeting here with some kids, they said we need a teen center. We need some place we can go after school. We know there's going to be adults there. We appreciate that. We need a place we can go and be kids. We can learn. We don't have to hang out in the parking lots around here. Okay. So we started working on the idea several years ago. In September 2005, we opened the first club here. It was a club for elementary kids in a Roper Park in a triple wide trailer. The following year, we opened one in the middle school kids. The next year, we opened another club in Leadville, a community center for the elementary level. After that, we opened another one for the middle school. So in 2 years, we had 4 clubs, all in borrowed property, which is great because you don't pay rent. But still, it wasn't their home. It's not exciting to leave a school classroom and walk down the hall to what is also the kitchen and have a club meeting. So we started early on. We recognized we needed a building. We needed a facility that they could call their own. We needed a place that when grandmother comes at Christmas, they can take her down and say, that's my club. Not saying, that's my school, and in the back of it, that little room, that's where my Boys and Girls Club meet. So that was what really motivates me. The kids need it. They've been asking for it. I'm told for 50 years. They've always had a need here. I think we need to build it for them. We're well on our way. We still need to raise some money. Need help. We're very close to finishing the architectural drawings, selecting a general contractor, and building the building. Kids are going to be excited. They have been for several years. Now it's time to show them what it looks like.
Thank you so much. And John, tell us about yourself and your position, and tell us what you want to about the center.
I'm the president of the Boys and Girls Club right now. I will be going out of office in the year, but in the meantime, I'm a psychologist. I work in private practice. I've been working with kids for 35 years. And when I came here 7 years ago, one of the things that was amazing to me is the difficulty that kids had finding positive places to be. Very difficult. And so what we wanted to do, what I got interested in when John asked me to be on the board, is to give the Boys and Girls Club the opportunity to have their own club, to have a place where they can enjoy being who they are. They can do the programs. We have very specific programs. After-school program for academics. That has to happen before they start playing. There's a program for nutrition, which teaches them how to eat, how to be successful and healthy. And the last one is generally citizenship and character and how to build that. So the Boys and Girls Club does a lot more than just an after-school club. Part of the beauty of it, though, for parents is that it's a very inexpensive process. It's a very small yearly fee that can be easily waived if somebody can't afford it. But there's an after-school component, so that the kids are in a supervised setting, doing their homework, getting good skills, being allowed to do things that they might not ordinarily have the opportunity to do, all supervised by caring adults. So it's very important to build this club.
Fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about the Boys and Girls Club and what is the difference? Why do kids that go to a Boys and Girls Club end up doing better? Do they end up doing better? How so? Why is that, you think?
The Boys and Girls Club is the largest organization in this entire United States. It's over 100 years old. Initially a Boys Club, it's changed to Boys and Girls. There were 4,000 clubs, 4 million kids all over the United States. They do exceedingly much better. The graduation rate is much higher. They do better in school. When they come in as young kids, 6, 7-year-old, and they can stay with the club and grow with the club, tremendous results. We have alumni, many, including people on our board, says the Boys and Girls Club saved my life. In fact, over 50% of the alumni will tell you that one way or the other. Makes a total difference in kids, whether they come from affluent families, we have those. And so many of them come from families that it's hard for the kids. They can come and be around their peers, hearing adults, and learn the skills they need to get ahead in life. We want to give them something. Our number one product is hope. I grew up without hope. I grew up without expectation. I went to the Army because I didn't have any other options. It took me a long time to figure out maybe I could do something better. I eventually gained hope. I wanted something better out of life. I went to school when I was so well grown and had a family. I see that in so many kids. Without hope, they don't have any options.
Well,
We build that.
one thing that we know is that unemployment for 18 and 24-year-olds hovers around 18 to 20%. And some of that is academic. Failure to get a high school diploma or a GED, and some of that is emotional. Some of it is social and relational in nature. You have a goal of how much before you can have the center completed?
We are trying to raise $2.3 million,
Okay.
which is a lot of money. We have been at this now for a little over 2 years and have raised $1.7 million.
Fantastic.
So we have 3/4 of the money that we need. We are, since that time, since that number came out, we've raised probably another 80 to 100,000. So we're still $500,000 away.
Okay. 500,000, that's not much. And when do you expect to break ground?
I expect within about 3 months. We're doing there's much to be done before we break ground.
Yes.
We're doing the surveying work, soil work, engineering work, a lot of things that has to be done first. We're to that point that when we get the contract in place, we get the money, we're ready to build.
Okay.
And we still have naming rights on the building. Someone might want to have their name up front.
Listen up, folks.
Absolutely. Or within the building, we have 3 different sections. We have rooms. We're excited about that. It's going to be there for the next 50 years
More.
or more. You know, that's generally a building. Many Boys and Girls Club have names of individuals or corporations on the front. For $500,000, that can happen. Maybe less, but we always talk to them.
Great.
We need involvement from people.
Well, I'm going to give you the last word in a minute, but I want you both to thank you both and to thank you for your hard work in the community to help children and young people. I'm going to give you the last word. This has been the Odell Report. We're sitting with 2 board members from the Boys and Girls Club of Pickens County. Thank you so much. And the last word goes to either of you. And if you want to go and look at the camera
I'll
and
take the
tell
last
somebody,
word. We're looking forward to Pam's donation. And perhaps it will be at the $500,000.
fantastic.
The kids need you. Currently, the Boys and Girls Club would love to have you come and look at what we do today. Talk to kids that are involved, and they'll tell you there's a lot on the waiting list that we cannot take care of. We have over 100 kids today. This new building, we can handle 250, 300 kids. We can add so many more. If you've never heard of the Boys and Girls Club, if you don't know anything about it, get a hold of us, find out about it. Ask the kids. Talk to the kids and say, what do you get out of the club? You'll be surprised. We'd like to provide that, not for an average of 115 or 20, but to 3 or 350 a day. We need to get this out to the parents, to the kids. We need community support. Make a big, big difference in the lives of the kids. Appreciate the opportunity to feature news. I personally watch it on the internet. Appreciate y'all coming up here and talking with us.
If you're a teen, if you're a teenager, or you've recently become a teenager, you didn't have any choice about that. You became a teenager, and when that happened, there was no place to go. There was nothing that you could do. And you had to go and hang out somewhere that wasn't very comfortable, someplace that didn't make you feel good. Boys and Girls Club's different. Boys and Girls Club's a place where you can come and you can be who you are. You can be yourself. There are going to be activities in the new club that include a theater, a music room where you can record your own music, edit it, play with it, videography. We may work on trying to be able to do that too. And finally, there'll be a separate room for seniors, so you can get away from the freshmen. So seniors will have their own place to be, their own place to be comfortable. All of this involves your getting involved in the Boys and Girls Club. Help us any way you can. Call us if you have questions. Just work to help us and assist us to make this happen for the kids.